Most men spend their entire lives confused by women's emotions. They say women are unpredictable, moody, impossible to understand, as if emotional depth were a flaw instead of a form of intelligence. But a man who has truly lived, who has loved and lost, who has studied the feminine with patience instead of frustration, eventually discovers a truth that younger men miss. Women don't change their emotions quickly because they are unstable. They change their emotions quickly because they are responsive. Responsive to tone. Responsive to presence. Responsive to the energy of the man standing in front of them. A woman's emotions move fast because her heart is wide awake, reading subtle signals men ignore, feeling shifts men deny, responding to truths men hide even from themselves. If you've ever wondered why her warmth becomes distance, why her softness becomes silence, or why her joy becomes withdrawal, then listen carefully. You're about to hear the real reason. Welcome to the channel, Stoic Love Wisdom. This is where you will find valuable lessons and tips to help you build a truly lasting love. In today's video, we will explore why do women change emotions faster than men, with real stories and insight. Don't miss the advice that can change the way you perceive and live in love. You will definitely feel more comfortable when you find a quiet place and put on your headphones. Let yourself relax and be ready to receive the positive messages in today's video. Are you ready to start this journey? Let's start together. Why women change their emotions faster than men. A truth men learn only after they've lived long enough. Most men grow up believing women are unpredictable, complicated, irrational, and too emotional. They complain that a woman can be warm in the morning and distant by the afternoon. She can laugh with you at lunch and fall silent at night. She can adore you today and question the entire relationship tomorrow. A young man gets confused by this. An insecure man gets angry at it. A wounded man takes it personally. But a seasoned man, a man who has lived, who has failed, who has been humbled by love, comes to understand something far deeper. Women do not change their emotions quickly because they are unstable. They change their emotions quickly because they are responsive. Responsive to what? To everything. Your tone, your presence, your energy, your effort, your inconsistency, your silence, your leadership, your purpose, and most importantly, your emotional stability. A woman's emotional shifts are not random storms. They are signals. Signals of connection or disconnection. Signals of safety or threat. Signals of attunement or neglect. A woman does not wake up wanting to change her feelings. But her emotions are wired to move, to flow, to respond, to mirror, and to sense the world. Especially the man she lets closest to her. This is the part most men never learn. A woman's emotions change faster than a man's not because she is weak, but because her emotional system is more finely tuned. And if you understand that, you begin to understand women, truly, deeply, calmly, in a way most men never will. Let's go deeper. Number 1. The feminine is emotion in motion. Why her heart moves like water while a man's moves like stone ***. The masculine and the feminine operate by different emotional rhythms. Men are more static. Women are more fluid. A man's emotions are like a stone, solid, slow to change, steady until something forceful hits it. A woman's emotions are like water, constantly moving, reflecting, flowing, responding to the environment. This is not a flaw. This is nature. Men are built for endurance. Women are built for responsiveness ***. Men evolved to be protectors. When danger arises, they need to stay calm, focused, and controlled. Emotional stability is masculine. Women evolved to be nurturers and relational protectors. Their emotional shifts are a survival mechanism that allows them to detect subtle changes in mood, threat, intention, or energy around them. Emotional sensitivity is feminine. This is why a woman can pick up your emotional changes faster than you can even name them. She notices your tone before you notice your stress. She feels your irritation before you realize you're irritated. She senses distance before you consciously pull away. She reads discomfort, anxiety, insecurity, or dishonesty the way a musician hears notes inside a song. A woman's emotional system is not chaotic, it is highly aware. And like water, she reflects what she is placed into. A calm man brings calmness in her. A chaotic man brings chaos in her. A distant man brings insecurity in her. A grounded man brings softness in her. A purpose-driven man brings trust in her. This is why a woman's emotional changes often say more about the man's state than hers. Number 2. Women feel before they think, men think before they feel. Men process emotions through logic. Women process emotions through intuition and emotional awareness. Men go through the sequence. Trigger thought meaning emotion. Women go through the sequence. Trigger emotion meaning thought. Meaning what? Women feel first, then make sense of the feeling. Men think first, then decide how to feel. This is why a woman's emotions shift quickly. Her system does not wait for analysis. It reacts directly, immediately, instinctively. When something feels off, even if she cannot articulate it, her emotions adjust instantly. A man might logically tell himself, maybe she's acting strange. But a woman senses. There is something unspoken here. Men read actions. Women read energy. This is why men so often feel blindsided by a woman's sudden emotional shift. She didn't shift suddenly. She simply reacted the moment something around her changed, likely something he ignored or failed to express. In love, sometimes we don't need too many promises, but just a little understanding and a heart that knows how to listen. It is the experiences, both happy and sad, that help us mature and know how to love more fully. Here, I want to contemplate those things with you, so that each step in the journey of love becomes more clear-headed and peaceful. If you feel that what I share is valuable, please click like to support this video. And if this is your first visit, please click subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss the next insightful perspectives on love. I also really want to hear from you. What do you like most about today's story? Leave a comment below, because who knows, your experience might be a great source of encouragement for someone else who is listening. And now, let's continue to explore what's waiting for you. Number 3. The feminine mirrors the masculine. Her emotional shifts reflect your leadership, not her instability ***. A man's emotional stability determines the emotional climate of the relationship more than he realizes. A woman responds to your confidence or your insecurity, your purpose or your stagnation, your calm or your frustration, your clarity or your confusion, your steadiness or your inconsistency. If you are stable, she is secure. If you are ungrounded, she becomes anxious. If you are silent, she becomes uncertain. If you are inconsistent, she becomes emotionally reactive. Women are emotional mirrors. They reflect the man's inner world more than his outer actions. When a man changes his tone, even slightly, a woman feels it fully. When a man withdraws emotionally, even subtly, a woman feels it instantly. When a man is unsure of himself, she feels unsafe. Women don't just sense emotion. They respond to it. Her changing emotions are not flaws. They are feedback. Feedback that tells you when you're slipping, when you're unstable, when you're unpresent, when you're disconnected, when you're inconsistent with your own values. The feminine shifts because the masculine shapes the emotional environment. Number 4. A woman's emotions move quickly because her heart protects her. Women do not change their feelings quickly because they are fickle. They change them quickly because they are sensitive to emotional threat. The feminine is wired to seek safety, presence, consistency, sincerity, stability, emotional attunement. When these disappear or weaken, her emotions shift rapidly, not to punish you, but to protect herself. A woman withdraws emotionally the way a body withdraws from pain. Her emotional shifts are defense mechanisms. If you raise your voice, she closes. If you pull away, she mirrors it. If you act unpredictably, she guards herself. If you dismiss her feelings, she shuts down. If you disrespect her, her love evaporates. If you stop leading, she stops trusting. And all of this can happen fast. A man may need weeks to feel disconnected. A woman feels at the moment the emotional bond weakens, even slightly. Her emotions move fast because they must move fast to protect her. Number 5. Women feel more because they carry more emotional responsibility. In most relationships, women carry the emotional labor. They notice issues first. They bring up concerns first. They sense distance first. They detect changes first. They try to repair connection first. Men don't always do this out of neglect, it's simply not their instinct. But here is the hidden cost. Because she carries the majority of emotional responsibility, she also experiences emotional changes more intensely and more frequently. She is attuned to the relationship the way a pilot is attuned to the instruments of a plane. Every shift matters. Every signal matters. Every silence matters. A man might overlook a problem for months. A woman feels it instantly. This does not make her irrational. It makes her responsible. And responsibility creates emotional movement. Number 6. Women change emotions quickly because they are connected to their environment. A woman responds to tone, tension, eye contact, body language, energy, silence, distance, inconsistency, effort, lack of effort, emotional stability, and personal growth. Her emotional world is influenced by cues that men often overlook. A woman can tell how you feel about her from the speed of your reply, the tone of your text, the softness or sharpness in your voice, where your eyes go when you speak, whether you're present or distracted, whether your touch is warm or mechanical. Men often change slowly because they disconnect from the environment. Women change quickly because they are connected to it. This sensitivity is not a weakness. It is intelligence. Emotional intelligence that men often lack. Number 7. A woman's hormonal cycle influences her emotional flow, but not the way men think. Many men oversimplify women's emotions by blaming hormones. This is lazy, inaccurate, and disrespectful. Hormones influence her energy levels, sensitivity, and intuitive awareness, but they do not dictate her values, her decisions, or her character. Hormones amplify emotions already present. They do not create emotions that don't exist. If she feels unappreciated, hormones make her feel the distance more intensely. If she feels deeply loved, hormones make her feel your presence more warmly. Hormones don't create emotional instability. They simply highlight emotional truth. A wise man never blames a woman's biology for what her heart is communicating. Number 8. Women change emotions quickly because they are brave enough to feel deeply. Men suppress. Men distract. Men numb. Men deny. Women feel. Women express. Women confront. Women process. Men avoid emotions because they were trained to. Women allow emotions because they were permitted to. This causes different emotional rhythms. Men have long emotional cycles. They avoid, delay, suppress, then suddenly explode or collapse. Women have short emotional cycles. They feel, express, release, and move forward. A woman's emotional movement is actually healthier than emotional stagnation. Men call it complicated. But emotional fluidity is emotional strength. The ability to feel, express, and reset quickly is a superpower, not a flaw. Number 9. Women change emotions quickly because love matters more to them. This is the truth many men don't want to hear. When something matters more, your emotions around it shift faster. To most women, relationships are central. They are not background noise. They are not optional. They are not accessories to life. They are the heart of life. To men, purpose comes first. To women, connection does. So when something feels off in the relationship, her emotional world shifts immediately, because it matters deeply. A man can feel disconnected for months before reacting. A woman reacts the moment connection weakens, because she values emotional closeness more. Her fast emotional changes are not signs of being dramatic. They are signs of being deeply invested. Love is actually like a mirror reflecting the inner self. When we are calm enough, we will realize that every challenge, every silence carries a valuable lesson. And that is what I want to convey through each story on this channel. If you feel that these shares bring value, please leave a like to support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because who knows, one day, just a small idea from these videos can change the way you look at love, at yourself. Let's continue with me, because there are many interesting things waiting for you to discover. Number 10. A woman's emotions shift quickly because she is honest with herself. Women rarely lie to themselves emotionally. Men do it constantly. A man will say, "I'm fine. I don't care. It's no big deal. I'm not hurt." All while falling apart inside. A woman does not do this. If she feels something, she acknowledges it. If something is wrong, she feels it immediately. If something isn't right, she senses it fully. A woman's emotional shifts are fast because she doesn't deny reality. Men slow their emotional reactions through denial. Women speed theirs through truth. Honesty creates movement. Denial creates stagnation. Number 11. A woman's emotional changes are often a response to a man's inconsistency. This is the part most men don't want to confront. Many emotional shifts in women are reactions to inconsistency in men. If you pull away one day and get close the next, text affectionately one moment and cold the next, show interest today and indifference tomorrow, make promises you don't fulfill, say one thing but live another, lead one week and become passive the next, her emotions will shift rapidly. Not because she is unstable, but because your energy is. A woman cannot be emotionally stable in an emotionally unstable environment. Her fast emotional changes are often reflections of your inconsistent masculine presence. If you want her emotions to stabilize, you must stabilize your purpose, communication, presence, leadership, boundaries, emotional control, tone, consistency, and your relationship with yourself. Women anchor to masculine stability. When that stability is missing, emotions move quickly because they must. Number 12. Women change emotions quickly because they carry deep emotional memory. A woman remembers emotionally. A man remembers factually. Men remember events. Women remember experiences. This is why her emotions can shift quickly. Something today reminded her of something she felt months ago. A tone that resembles an old argument. A silence that resembles an old withdrawal. A behavior that resembles an old disrespect. A distance that resembles an old pain. Women store emotional memory, not logical memory. They connect present emotions to past patterns. So a small moment can cause a big emotional reaction, not because the moment itself is big, but because the feeling it triggers is. To a man, it's nothing. To a woman, it's a pattern. Her emotional shifts are based on meaning, not moments. Number 13. Women change emotions quickly because they are more honest with you than you are with yourself. A woman will tell you when she feels unsafe, unheard, unseen, unvalued, disrespected, disconnected, unappreciated, dismissed, ignored, unloved. Men stay silent about these things, until it's too late. A woman's emotions move because she processes as she goes. A man's emotions explode because he suppresses until he breaks. Her emotional change today is her trying to keep the relationship alive. His emotional outburst months later is him reacting to what he ignored for too long. Don't blame a woman for responding to reality faster than you do. 14. The Stoic understanding. Women are not emotional, they are emotionally intelligent ***. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, it is about mastering them. A Stoic man understands the feminine. He does not mock her emotional changes. He does not blame her sensitivity. He does not shame her reactions. He does not interpret her feelings as attacks. He studies her emotional rhythms the way a sailor studies the sea. The waves. The tides. The storms. The calm waters. A boy wants the ocean to behave like a lake. A man learns how to navigate. Understanding the feminine is part of emotional leadership. A Stoic man knows. Her emotional movement is not a threat. It is information. Information about her needs. Information about connection. Information about the state of the relationship. Information about how your energy affects her. She is not unstable. She is expressive. She is not moody. She is responsive. She is not unpredictable. You are simply not paying attention. 15. So why do women change emotions faster than men? The real answer ***. After all the psychological explanations, the biological differences, the emotional wiring, the relational patterns, there is one ultimate truth that explains everything. A woman's emotional system is designed for connection. A man's emotional system is designed for stability ***. When connection changes, her emotions change. When stability is threatened, his emotions change. This is why she reacts faster. This is why he reacts slower. This is why she feels more. This is why he suppresses more. A woman's emotions move because her heart is open. A man's emotions move slowly because his heart is guarded. Neither is wrong. Both are necessary. Together, they create balance. But only if the man understands the woman. And only if the woman respects the man. Final reflection, a Stoic man's message to men about women's changing emotions. Women do not change their emotions quickly because they are unpredictable, irrational, or unstable. They change their emotions quickly because they are sensitive to truth. Sensitive to tone, effort, presence, energy, leadership, respect, and consistency. A woman responds to life faster because she feels life deeper. She can sense when something is off. She can sense when you are hiding something. She can sense when you are drifting away. She can sense when you are losing direction. She can sense when you are lying to yourself. Her emotional changes are the weather patterns of the relationship. They tell you what your leadership has created. They tell you how your energy affects her. They tell you where connection is breaking or blooming. If you want a woman whose emotions stay stable, become a man whose presence is stable. If you want a woman who feels safe, become a man who is steady. If you want a woman who feels secure, become a man with purpose. If you want a woman who is soft, become a man who is strong. Women do not change their emotions quickly out of chaos. They change them quickly because their hearts are awake. And the man who understands this gains something priceless: emotional mastery, relational wisdom, and the ability to love a woman without fearing her depth. In the end, a woman's emotional flow is not something to control. It is something to understand, respect, and lead with calm masculine presence. Do that, and you will realize a woman's emotional changes are not the problem. They are the map. And only a grounded man can navigate a feminine heart with confidence, clarity, and grace. Conclusion. In the end, the question is not why women change their emotions faster than men, but why men are so slow to understand what those emotional shifts truly mean. A woman's emotions don't move quickly because she is weak, irrational, or unstable. They move quickly because she is awake to connection, to tone, to energy, to sincerity, to the emotional climate of the relationship. Where a man's heart is built like a shield, steady and slow, a woman's heart is built like a compass. Constantly reading, sensing, guiding. Her emotions shift not out of chaos, but out of awareness. They shift when something feels off, when trust weakens, when presence fades, when inconsistency shows, when disrespect cuts deeper than the man realizes. A woman responds quickly because connection matters deeply to her. A man responds slowly because he was taught to silence what he feels. But the truth a seasoned man eventually learns is this: a woman's emotional movement is not a threat. It is information. Information about her needs. Information about your energy. Information about the connection you're creating with your presence, or destroying with your absence. Her emotional shifts are reflections of the emotional environment you provide. They are signals, not explosions. Guidance, not punishment. When a man becomes grounded, steady, purposeful, calm, and consistent, a woman's emotions stop crashing like waves and begin to flow like a peaceful river. Because the feminine flourishes around stability, not perfection. So the conclusion is simple. Women don't change emotions quickly because they are unpredictable. They change because they feel what men try to ignore. And the man who understands this stops fearing a woman's emotional depth. And starts leading with the strength she has been waiting for. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. Hopefully the sharing about love and lessons from this video will help you have new thoughts and find empathy. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and share with those around you. Each of us has our own stories about love, and I'm happy to explore them with you. See you in the next videos. Wishing you a wonderful day filled with love.